This one's gonna be on how to be able to install the Squid Proxy server on Windows 10, and basically all you want to do to be able to download the application, is just go to you can just type in on the browser anything like proxy, no, not proxy, Squid, actually Squid server download, and it should be this one here, the squid.tilladele. So just click on that. This is for Windows, of course, and then just go ahead and download MSI, and that's it. Then after that, just run it, install it. Should be very simple to install. So, and now that we have downloaded, first thing we need to do over here, if we see we have this tray icon for Windows, Squid for Windows. So if we click on that, we can open up the Squid configuration file straight from there. We can also stop and start the service. So if you click on stop, it'll stop it. Then if you click on start, of course it'll start it. You can open up the Squid folder, which basically means just the Squid folder, so you can see all the other directories are in there as well. So, and you also get one more thing in here. You get a Squid terminal. More than likely you're not going to be using the Squid terminal, but there are a few useful commands that you might need, so it's always important to know that you have that there if you need it. Okay, so let's go ahead and start working on the Squid configuration file, which is the most important thing. In here, you're going to be making all the configurations to your actual server. So let's go ahead and look at the first thing we want to do over here is we want to go ahead and actually, even before we do this, the most recommended thing is you want to go ahead and create a copy. So we can just click on the folder here, go to etc or etc, go to Squid, and then here just go ahead and locate the squid.conf, and what you would do is just copy and then paste. I already have one in here, but that's all you would do. If you paste it, like I can paste it, it's going to give me a second copy. So for you, it should be the first copy. Alright, so once you got that copy, that's your set. Basically the copy is in case anything goes wrong, you can always go back and delete the one that is wrong and then just use the copy one, or just refer to the copy to see what might need to be done or changed. Okay, so let's go ahead and let's begin from the very beginning. We're gonna look at the port. By default it should be 3128, so let's see where it's at. It's right here. It says 3128. We can go ahead and leave it on 3128. It's not such a big deal, but if you feel like you want to change it, there it is. We're just gonna leave it like that for now. Next thing is to uncomment the HTTP allow access local net, in case it's not. More than likely it should be, so here it is. It's allowed already, so no need to worry about it. But if for some reason it's commented, you definitely want to uncomment that. So okay, the next thing is the custom ACL. So if you ever create a custom ACL, you want to go ahead and create it under the etc. So let's go back over here and let's just go to open folder. So we're going to create it under etc and then under Squid. Okay, so in here we're going to go ahead and just create new, it's going to be a new, let me see if I can just new file here, new, I guess text document would be it. So we're going to go ahead and name it blocked sites. So blocked underscore sites. Okay, and that's it. So alright, so let's go ahead and create a blocked ACL, a custom ACL I mean. So in here we're just gonna go ahead and give a comment that is a custom ACL. Okay, and we're just gonna type in ACL blocked sites underscore sites. Okay, and then we're gonna do DST domain. Okay, and then we're gonna pass in within single quotes the path, which is gonna be etc, and then it's gonna be Squid, or I'm sorry, yeah, etc Squid, and then blocked sites. Blocked sites. Okay, then in here we can do the HTTP underscore access we're gonna say deny. We're gonna call it block sites. Okay, and that's it. So we're gonna go ahead and save it for now. But one thing we want to go ahead and do is we want to go back to the configure to the folder here, go back to the Etsy, and then under Squid, and then let's look for this one. So in here we want to go ahead and we're gonna make sure that we enter some sites that we want blocked. So let's say we want Facebook to be blocked, so let's do .facebook.com. okay, and then we're gonna do let's do msn.com for now, and lastly we'll do what would be another site, maybe yahoo.com. okay, and we'll just save this. So these three websites are going to be blocked. Okay, so okay, so let's put it to the test. So one thing we want to make sure is that we're able to, we're going to go ahead and stop the Squid Proxy, and we're going to start it. So we should not have access to, let's see, let's open up Firefox right now, and let's go to Facebook. So we should be able to go to Facebook right now because it is not set up to use Squid Proxy by default. So we have to set this up. So we have to set it up on our system. So if we type in anything like internet, let's say internet options in here, okay, so now that we have proxy server here at the bottom under connections, local area network. So we want to go ahead and make sure that we put in the 3128. And I think on the address we should be fine with just localhost. Hopefully it's not gonna throw any errors. Okay, so let's click OK. Okay, and now let's go ahead and might have to close it up, I'm not sure. Let's see, still allowing me, so let's go ahead and reopen it. Okay, so one thing I want to make sure is that the block ACL that we created, the custom ACL, we put it right after the ACLs over here. So make sure that you put it here. For some reason, only until I put it here it worked, and so once you put it here, then it should be good. But one thing we want to make sure is we allow it on our Windows 10 system. So the first thing we want to do is want to go ahead and go to the firewall and go to Windows Defender Firewall, and then go to Advanced Settings, and then under Inbound Rule, I have already added the rule, but basically all you would do is create a new rule, go to port, and then next, and then just type it in. So it should be 3128. And then you want to go ahead and click next and allow the connection, and then after that leave all that there, and then you want to give it the name, which is going to be Squid, and then the description, and that's it. So then you have that set up on your firewall, and then the next thing you want to do is you can just type in here proxy, and then change proxy settings. So you can do it directly from here. Just type in this, or you can do it the way that I did it by going to internet options and going to connections, LAN settings, and in here you want to go ahead and use the proxy server. You just type in the IP and then the port number, and that's it. That's how easy it is to be able to do this. Then after that, basically now let me open up Firefox. But one thing that I wanted to check out on Firefox, like right now if I go to Facebook, it's going to be denied, as you see, and then if I go to any other website, it should be good. So, but one thing I want to check is I want to see if I go to network settings here, if I just use the system proxy and then click OK, will it still work? Because and I want to close it up and then reopen it, because by default it should be under that. So let's see if it'll work. So if we go to Facebook, yep, still refusing. So all right, so that's how easy we set up the custom ACLs. So make sure, again, one more time, make sure you put it right under the ACLs over here. Make your custom ACL and just put it here. So all right, moving on, the next thing we're gonna do is want to go ahead and allow cache. So for this, I'm just gonna copy and paste. But basically, you want to go ahead and go to let me see where it's at. So right here under cache. So I'm just gonna copy this here, and more than likely you don't have this, so all you would do is just copy this, but just make sure you change it to bar cache squid. Okay, and then after that you want to go ahead and give it the you're gonna do 3016 and 256. So these are, I guess the defaults should be fine. And then want to go ahead and stop the server, the squid server. So we're gonna go ahead and oh, first of all, let's go ahead and save this. So all right, and gonna go ahead and open up the squid server. We're gonna go ahead and stop the squid server. So once we stop the squid server, we want to go ahead and open up the squid terminal. Okay, and in here you want to go ahead and type in the following command. So it'll be squid-z. But one thing I wanted to show you first before we even do this, so it's under bar cache squid. So this folder is empty right now. Okay, so in a little bit you'll see what's gonna happen. So I'm gonna go ahead and close it up for now, and we're gonna go ahead and press enter. Oh yeah, one thing we want to go ahead and run it as administrator, so let's do that. Okay, and let's type in squid-z, and there we go. So now that's done, and let's go back over here, and as you see, all these things are populating. So that's how you know that it's working. So I'll let it finish, and then after that, the next thing you want to do, of course, is want to go ahead and start the squid server. So click on yes, and there we go. So that's it. Okay, let's go back to the configuration file over here. Okay, so let's see what else we can do. We already type of cache allowed. So over here we can go ahead and copy this here, the refresh pattern. Okay, and then just press enter, and then just paste this. Okay, and then what we'll go ahead and do is we'll go ahead and put a dot and then an asterisk, and then I think it's a backslash or forward slash, whatever, one of those should be on your top one of the top keys on your keyboard. Should be next to the plus equal sign. Okay, so then after that we're gonna put a dot, and then within parentheses we're gonna go ahead and type in JPG. We're basically given the format types of file that we want to be able to cache. So we're gonna do JPG, so images, and then PNG, which is also an image. And then we want to go ahead and allow PDF files as well. We're gonna allow MP3, MP4, CSV, I guess. We can do something like WebM. What else? Let me see over here what else I have. FLB and MKV and whatever else you want to allow in there. So for now that should be good enough, I guess.